should have started filming a little bit earlier and told a bit of the story, but sort of started late and didn't really get into the rhythm. But I'm on the Nevis Road, which is out the back of Bannockburn, going over the Nevis River. Actually, it's a irrigation stream. I don't think it's the top, but close. The sign actually says to Mount Cook. Nevis B, I suppose it's Nevis Valley. BC, I'm not sure, but it's only 15 kilometres out. So I'll find out. So this is the top. There's my bike. This is Duffer's Saddle. You can read that. It says the highest public road in New Zealand. It's pretty dry up here, but what I always love about Central Otago is that these plants, I call them Spaniards. Nora, you told me several times what the real name for them is, the botanic name, so you'll have to tell me again, but I'm going to call them Spaniards. They are as sharp as hell. I really don't want to fall off on one of those, I can tell you. That's just drawn blood. To give you some idea how steep that climb was up to Duffer's Saddle. I left at about 1:30 and it was 6:30 when I got there. So yeah, I stopped for probably about 20 minutes for a drink, or half an hour for a drink. The rest was pushing uphill, so yes, it's been a bit big. Well, that answers what CR stand for on the sign. Craig Roy Station, so I must have gone 17 kilometres. Wow. So, my first look at the Nevis River, and it's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be, but it's also a little bit discoloured. So not the true clear mountain stream I was hoping for today, but still got about 20 or 30 k's up the valley to go tomorrow, so I'm sure it'll get smaller and clearer as I go up. So it's Wednesday morning, and rain didn't come last night. That's good, and nor'wester seems to have died down, so it looks like I'm in for a fine day. Probably going to be a bit hot, but I'm going to be beside the river for most of the day, so plenty of water. Hopefully some fishing spots somewhere in the next 20 odd kilometres as well, so yeah, look forward to that. Oh, I'm just arriving at Nevis, the old village of Nevis, gold mining town. Probably quite busy in its heyday, and lots of old artifacts here, so I'm going to have a bit of a nosy around and see what there is. So this is, I don't know how often you get letters out here, but at least they had a post office. Nice bright red letter box. The general store at probably of all the people in the area probably made as much money as gold miners. Everybody needed to buy some food and grog. This fine piece of machinery is a water cannon, and what the miners did was they'd aim it at the side of the hill, and high pressure water would pump through and it would wash the dirt away, and the gravels would all go down through big sieves that would allow the gold to settle down on the bottom, and they could separate out the gravel from the gold. And as we all know, you can't do a hard day's gold mining without a drop or two. I expect there's a lot more still buried out in the dumps out around this area. Pretty loose. The jaws would open up. I can do that one-handed, no I can't. Jaws would open up, and person put the foot on the platform, boom, stuck. So right beside the river, the road's right beside the river, so I'm going to go for a walk along the edge and see if I can see some fish. I'm not going to unpack and get my gear out yet, but just go for a wander and see what we can see. If I see a few, well, maybe I'll just have to camp here the night and go for a bit of a fish. I didn't see any fish, but it's probably the most easy accessed part of the river, and most wadeable and fishable section too, so didn't really expect to see much, eh? About 13, 14 kilometres into today, and I'm in the Nevis Gorge, right down by the river, and there's no cars parked for the fishing beat here. So I've decided I'm going to make use of this lovely camp spot that I've got and go fishing for the day and pitch my tent here tonight, and so I'm just going to stalk this edge, see if we've got a fish feeding that I can see right on the edge. This is my first wet feed in the Nevis. It's been 30 odd years since I looked on a map and saw the Nevis Valley and thought, I've got to go fishing up there. It was back in university days, and closest I got was Bannockburn. Tried and failed a few years ago, beginning of COVID, and here I am, and I have got the most amazing day. So looking forward to just being on the water, and if I see some fish, well, that'll be even better. So I've been walking for probably a couple of hours. It's been clambering up and down the rocks. I just about stepped on a really big fish. It saw me the same time as I saw it, and it was gone. And I just bumped into a couple of smaller fish, one of which is just over there, feeding a little bit deep, but comes up for the odd fly. So you can't come all this way without a cast. It's not a big fish. In fact, it's just a fish, but okay, so I can spot him. I've spotted where he's feeding. He's sitting on the bottom. I can just see him, so I've just got to put my fly over the top and see how we go. Okay, it's a better cast. I might come up and have a look at the indicator. I hope not. Oh, he took it, and I was late with the strike. Okay, he's gone back to that rock. He's gone back to where he was, so he's still happy. No, he's not happy. Gone away. So after a few hours up the river, I think that's figured out why they call it the Gorge section. So I was climbing boulders and climbing cliffs, so it's time to get out. And lucky enough, the road to back on. So it's day 3 on the Nevis, and it's a foggy morning. I think it's going to be clear later on, but I'm going for a ride. I'm going to go up to the ski lodge. Well, ski lodge, it's a hut that I rode up to in July, covered in snow, and that means if I can get there and back today, that I've done the whole Nevis road at some stage. So an early start, hoping there'll be some nice photos along the way as the sun the Nevis, and she's a lot smaller. But I'm not actually sure where the road goes. I think I'm supposed to just stay in the stream for a little while. So that's the Nevis Valley down behind me. 25 k's. Can't see the hut yet. I'm going to go to this hill and see if I can see the ski lodge. Otherwise, I'm probably just going to stop at the top, have some food, and head back down. Well, I've made it over the top of the pass, so I'm now looking out over Garston and Kingston area. See the fields, the green fields down below, and on the other ridge far away over there is a little speck which is the ski hut. I'm calling it a ski lodge, but it actually is a ramshackle hut. So I'll be there soon. This is the historic ski hut. Something back in the 1930s or 50s or something they used to do. Go and do some Nordic skiing up here. Last time I was here. This has been my little camp for a couple of nights. Just had the afternoon nap and it's getting on dusk, so it's time to cook some dinner, and hopefully the weather will hold for a trip out tomorrow up over the big hill and back down to Bannockburn. On the menu tonight, got some dehydrated potato, some cheese, can of tuna, and actually I think that's it. Right, so some grass going into it. Got a few sandflies in here, well, outside the netting, but this chap, he's hunting them down. I'm glad he's on the other side of the netting. So it's Friday morning and I'm all packed up and ready to go, heading back to Bannockburn. I'm hoping it's 7 o'clock now. I'm hoping to be back about lunchtime, maybe midday. Got probably about a 3-hour push up a big hill. But it's overcast, so it's not going to be too hot, and water was going to be my biggest issue, so yeah, it's a perfect day for it. So now the fun begins. About 5k's pushing the bike uphill. So I won't say quite goodbye to the Nevis Valley, but won't be back down here for a little while. So it's must be halfway up now. Rain's coming in, it's been pretty heavy. It's going to get cold before I get wet body. So just layer up. Down the hill and getting a seat at Bannockburn. That's it. Just about back at Bannockburn. That's the Nevis done.